8:46, everybody. And as we've been reporting, African Americans are a critical voting bloc in the race for New York City mayor. And Pix 11 continues to be our local election headquarters. We're discussing the issues and races that are important to black voters right now.
Yeah, so our partners at the NY Amsterdam News have a comprehensive election 2025 issue. And here to tell us more about it is the executive editor, Madison Gray. So great to have you here, Madison.
Thank you and good morning and happy Halloween.
Yes.
Happy Halloween. Yeah, we are nearing the end here. I mean, the last push for the race for mayor, but you say that this election in particular has a significant importance to black voters especially, and tell us why.
Well, the black voter is a significant portion of the electorate in New York, a very high percentage now. And as it turns out, a very high percentage of the early voting total. I looked at the Board of Elections website today. They're up to 398,000 voters right now who have early voted. A significant portion of that is going to be the black voter in New York City. You know, the way that the candidates have been appealing to the black community, the outreach is going to be important, and people have been listening.
Yeah, we just put out a poll yesterday, our Pix 11 poll, that showed that the black vote has really swung towards Mamdani, which was something that Andrew Cuomo was really campaigning hard for. So that was what the poll showed. But we know that all of these candidates make it a point to stop specifically at black churches. Do those opportunities and moments, do they swing voters?
It depends on the messages they've been putting out all along. You have Mamdani, who made it a point to go all of the 5 boroughs to appeal to black voters. So did Cuomo, even before the primary, and so has Sliwa.
Yeah.
The issue with many black voters is that in Cuomo's case, he's been getting donations when he came back into the race from a lot of billionaire donors who support Donald Trump. Now, Donald Trump is not very popular among black voters right now, and people are sitting there and listening and saying, well, we don't know if this guy is going to have our vote. That said, there are people who are in the black community who are endorsing Cuomo, so it remains to be seen if he has a pickup on election day.
Yeah.
You know, outside of the mayor's race, there's also some city council seats that black voters are paying very close attention to. Can you tell us about those?
Yes, I'll go to my cheat sheet here.
Go to your cheat sheet. Yeah, we have cheat sheets.
We have several significant ones. Quite a few are uncontested in various places.
Okay.
But we have, for example, in District 7 on the west side, Democrat Sean Abreu, he's facing a challenge from a Republican Jomo Williams and Eddie Okporo of West Side United. In District 8 in East Harlem, you're going to have Democratic incumbent Carmen De La Rosa. She's taking on Republican Luisa Flores and Unity Party candidate Francesca Castellanos. In District 12, you're going to have Kevin Riley in a kind of a heated contest there against Republican Francie Muniz and conservative James Washington Ward. Also in the Bronx, you have incumbent Althea Stevens facing a challenge from Republican Emmanuel Findley. Out in Brooklyn, you're going to have Crystal Hudson, the Democrat, facing challenges from Unity Party candidate Hector Robinson and conservative Benny Rosenberger. And finally, in Staten Island, northern Staten Island, this is an interesting race. You're going to have incumbent Camilla Hanks against John Shea, the Republican, and Working Families Party candidate Sarah Bias. So it's going to be some really interesting races out in the boroughs, and the voters are going to determine exactly what happens.
Yeah, what's important for everybody to know is, yes, of course, all the attention is going, of course, to New York City mayor and over New Jersey governor's race, but every single city council seat is up for a vote this year. The city council is really on the ballot, as are the ballot initiatives. There's going to be a lot to talk about on election night. You have some live coverage, right?
Yes, we do. Tuesday night, starting at 11 o'clock on AmsterdamNews.com/election night, we have a live stream. We are going to have our host, journalist and author Kevin Powell, leading a discussion with a number of panelists, and they go across the political spectrum from academia to the grassroots to political experts, all talking about the implications, national and local, of what this election is going to be.
And then you'll be rolling out your issue the next morning.
The very next morning, we got to put the book out.
All right, Madison, thank you so much for coming in. Great to see you.
Thank you very much.
All right, so be sure to check out this week's NY Amsterdam News Election 2025 special. Dan?
And that as a reminder to tune in tonight to Pick Some Politics for our special Election 2025 show, where you're recapping everything you need to know if you haven't voted yet, heading into, of course, the all-important day of Tuesday. Some of our favorite journalists, political journalists along the way from the city, Politico, as well as some pundits that are going to be joining us for this conversation today at 6:30 p.m., Sunday morning at 7:30 a.m.